Hello everybody, welcome back. This is going to be a little bit of a different one. Here we're going to learn how to carry as a support. So this person is playing with a friend. They are top like 100, one above all normally. This is in high GM. This is a GM1 game to rank up to Celestial. So let's go. We're going to learn how to carry. We're kind of just going to go slow and watch and enjoy. Let's see. Hey, our tank's already dead. Let's see how we handle this. Holy shit. Okay. So normally, if I'm standing here and I'm coaching, right? Normally, if I see... All right, we have one tank dead. Our Hulk got pulled into the pit. And then we got walled off and our Thor died. I would tell whoever I'm coaching, this Invis, time to get out. Let's go. However, this person's trying to carry, and they're in a much lower elo than they normally are. Obviously, like, this is not even Celestial. They play one above all. And so they see this. They see enough people close that they take an extra second and try to go for a play, which is impressive. And so the way they line this up is they scoot over to the side first. They scoot over to the side to line up the angle, but notice they're also not putting themselves in danger of dying. They're not just like running out and like trying it. They line it up, they scoot out for a second, give it their best shot, it doesn't work, and then they get out. So they still have an escape plan, they're ready to go, but they try. It doesn't work, but I'm assuming at some point it is going to work, right? Okay, we go for a pull, it doesn't work. Okay, this is a really small thing that I want to point out. This is a really small thing, but you can tell it's really high level. So right now, we're addressing the threat of main, right? All the enemies are on main, all our friendlies are on main. But now something else happens. We have a Spider-Man diving in. And so what does our carry support do? They look over, they throw the shield up, which is all you need, because they identify that Spider-Man, the way Spider-Man gets value and gets a kill is he shows up, gets a kill quickly, and leaves. It's not like Cap where they hang around and whittle you down and get the kill, right? So they left click, they throw out the shield, and that's literally enough to make it to where the Gene is going to live, the Phoenix is going to live. They realize that, and then they go back to main immediately. Because they know, like, that's all you need. That's all they need. And then the Spidey goes away, and they actually secure the kill. They don't... So what a lot of the times you see, like, medium-level supports do is they're like, Spidey's coming in. I gotta help. I'm helping Spidey. I'm helping Spidey. Oh, my gosh. I gotta help my DPS. I gotta help my other support. And then tanks just die. So, quickly identify, like, what you need to deal with it and go. Okay, so this is something that I don't agree with in low elo. I think this is the elo where it starts actually working, and that's aggressive support ults, especially with Sue. Anything below like high GM, like Celestial, I do not recommend doing this because you're being aggressive with your support ult, and that is enabling your team to be aggressive, but low elo people can't be aggressive with it. So as long as you can do it. And the next thing, as I say that though, the difference here is they're not just enabling their team. They're also enabling themselves. So look at the position. Do you guys recognize the positioning? Hopefully we get a push here. We're looking for it. Almost works. Doesn't quite. But like, look at what would have happened, right? They're not just like throwing out. They're throwing it out for a reason. I'm going to do this. We're going to get a little space. My Hulk is already down, so it's going to give him enough time to get his mech form back. I'm going to walk in, and if they secured that kill on Groot, that's like a fight winning ult and combo right there. They gave themselves an opportunity to like go crazy and get some stuff done. Okay, Thor's dead. And both of our tanks are dead again. Good push. Nice. Simple, sweet. Yes, it is. Welcome back, Cards. How's it going? Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Oh, did you notice that? No way you saw that, right? You did. I guarantee they saw that. Okay, so this is the type of preemptive stuff that, like, is so good. So, when... We're paying attention, right? Their Groot hasn't ulted yet. Their Strange hasn't ulted yet. Their Spidey did ult. So we're probably looking for these two to clean up this fight. Since we have a Punisher ult going, and they're probably going to clean it up. And so when we're here, look at this. We see Strange jump up and immediately, preemptively, just get out of the way. Because if you wait at all and try to react to it, there's a chance that... Let's see. Let me rephrase that. So since you did it preemptively, now you're in a position to stop it rather than escape it. God, looking for those opportunities is just so good. And like now, Strange tries to go for it, but the opportunity is just not there. He jumps down and there's nobody here because you already backed up. It's just so good. It really is little things like that. Hey, Spite. Once again, like, the smart positioning here, understanding they have a Spider-Man and making sure he can't pull us. Still keeping an eye on it. Good.
No worries. I've got your back. You needed a timeout.
Being aggressive, securing kills, understanding that you guys have a huge advantage here. Look at this aggressive positioning. I want to point this out because not a lot of like lower ranked people, even in GM and Celestial, they're going to play back here. They're going to play over here. So by playing up here, you're enabling your tanks to take more space early and you're forcing the enemy team to waste more resources pushing through the choke. And they're not doing it in a way that's like stupid, right? They have escape plans. Right here, if they get attacked from here, they can back up and use cover. They can use their cooldowns to get over here and keep going. If they get attacked here, there's almost nothing they can do. So this is just smart. And they're moving around to where they can get the full cleave of invis. If they were playing farther back here, there's a good chance Venom dies.
By the eye of Okami.
Good ult, good ult. Didn't end up working out, but they gave their team the best chance possible. I really want to call attention to the repositioning. So right here, we're aggressively positioned, right? We're aggressively positioned. Now they have an ult going off, and we had to save our Venom, so we preemptively back up. We know our tanks are going to have to give space, and we make sure we can still see our whole team. Notice they're also not just running away, right? Because if they were running away, they'd be all the way back here, where supports normally play. They're actually up here. They're putting themselves in this position, which sounds stupid, but the reason this works is because they still have cover. They still have cover. They still have their push. They still have their ult. They can afford to do it. They're not right on top of their team, but they're close enough to get the full cleave. Of course, Churro, what's up? Now the cover, they look over and the cover's starting to go away. They realize that now Groot has an open line of sight. So now they're going to rotate. They're going to move a little bit more. But then they react to the strange ult. Okay, let me back up. About here? All right, let's see. You mean, can you ask 2 questions? Why are we not worried about being caught out when we're closer to the enemy team than our tanks? I have a guess about this, but I'm curious to see Okami's. I have him all on the shield. There you go. Shield is at 200 health. They did use their jump. They still have their push. They still have their ult. So it's almost like I try to isolate myself from my team because I know their target is my team. Oh, yeah, that's really interesting. Okay, so I was pointing that out earlier. When you back up here, right? They want to be with their team, but just out of range. You see how they're close, but not on top of it. Whereas if Strange ults, they're not going to hit him. That's so smart.
By the eye of Agamotto.
They gave their team the best chance they had at winning this fight. Unfortunately, Thor and the other one stopped fighting with the team, went and chased the Spidey or something. So, probably not the most optimal position, but stay a decent amount away from the team so you don't get ulted. So that also goes into what I usually say of making the enemy team make decisions. If you force the enemy team to make a choice, that's going to be better. Because if you're away from your team, right? Let's just say Strange is here and nobody can see him, right? You see, okay, I can ult these 3 people, or I can ult Invis. Versus, when your Invis is here, it's like, I'm just going to ult everybody. There's no decision. It's just like, this is optimal.
I've got your back.
So, I want to point out shield usage here. Let's go back and watch the shield. So, correct me if I'm wrong here. Correct me if I'm wrong here. We throw up our shield here because it's out of the way. It's not likely to take damage. And Venom's like really low. It's better to use the shield if somebody's low and then the shield gets broken rather than they die, right? And then we don't really use it anywhere else. We just rely on our primary fire, right? And it's not in any danger. Now, what changes that equation? Because like we've been saving the shield for ourselves. We've only been using it like out of danger. But now we have a Punisher out in the open by themselves. And he's going to take a lot of damage because he's ulting and he can do a lot. So now we're going to sacrifice our shield in hopes that he actually gets a kill and stays alive, which he does. Like, shield usage is just so big as Invis. Portal? Oh, it's our portal. There it is. Shield usage again. Shield usage. We're not using it for anybody else. We have people split up. The second we get dove, just throw that self shield on yourself. There's no chance you're going to die. Threat's gone. We could probably put it away now and be totally fine. And even secure the kill. I really want to pay attention to shield usage. Okay, that's another scenario that we have seen the shield multiple times. It was basically anytime somebody's getting dove. That's a dive or big threats. That's when shield comes out. Probably gonna see. Oh. Nice.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
Nice. Good stuff. I want to catch up on chat real quick. Do you think this kind of play will still be meaningfully impacted to the nurse show shielding? Oh, that's true. Okay. So I do want to go back. I saw that. So for those of you who are not used to extremely high elo, in low elo, Phoenix's ult is just kind of meh. It almost never kills and whatever. But in high elo, Phoenix ult is really good because it combos with other things. And with that combo potential, it can kill through support ults and it can do crazy things. And so ideally, right? Ideally, you would combo Phoenix ult with like Luna damage boost, with Rocket damage boost, with Mantis damage boost, with upcoming Gambit damage boost, things like that, right? Now that's not, obviously, Okami's not playing with any of those characters, but they still know the combo potential of Phoenix. And so they're playing here, and they see that Phoenix is going for it, and they're gonna like add to the pile, essentially, right? Like, mine as well. And so this is just like one extra thing. Immediately knows, like, we throw out the shift whenever Strange ults, and the Phoenix ult coming in, I'm gonna try to do extra damage, and they also try to even get the pull, because pull does damage at the same time. Pull people into it and do some extra damage to hit at the same time. So like all of this, these are like really small things that like add up to being able to carry games. And it's so important that you see like these opportunities that your teammates are like going for and giving you, right? The Phoenix ult is like an opportunity to get a kill. Let's all go in and do it together. And then here, this is, so we saw earlier, the first Spider-Man ult we canceled just by pushing Spider-Man away, right? We don't have push right here until, yeah, we still don't have it, and we know that, and so we go with our other option. The other thing is, even if we did have it, push wouldn't help because we're already up in the air. We got uppercut, right? So like the time it takes to flick and push, it's probably not going to help as much, and so we know we have to use our other options. And like, this is also the frustrating thing of playing against a Sue, where it's like, okay, Sue doesn't have her push, she doesn't have her jump, her shield is still down, oh, she still has ult. It's like she has so many options that we can cycle through. It's kind of crazy. Portal?
By the eye of Okami.
Ah, okay, this is so important. Try not to pop ult for yourself, but if absolutely necessary, pop it. Your life is most important. Definitely. Okay, so with this is so, we see this so often. This is like a very, very common place that supports make mistakes, and it's when a portal shows up. A lot of the times when a portal shows up, what happens on the map is it cuts people off. Okay, we just look at like the silhouettes, right? Let me bring up my drawing tools real quick. This is gonna be weird because of the thing, but hear me out. That did not do what I wanted. We'll go like this. Why is my thing not working? It's not open. Hang on. I apologize. Give me a second. My drawing tools. Okay. R space, enemy space, right? Enemy space. This is normal. And so when a portal shows up, now all of a sudden this becomes their space. They take this over. And what you see a lot of the times, what we see is we have a support who's playing here safely in our space. And then the portal shows up and they don't realize that this happens. And they're like, I got to get to safety. And then they go all the way around and then they get back to here. And they're like, okay, Now I feel comfortable, right? Because now we have our space. This is good. This is our space. And then we have their space. No good. I feel safe here. But Okami doesn't do that. We don't just panic immediately. We just kind of hang out here. And we reassess the situation. We stick with our team. And then once again, we see Strange jump up. And we know, bro, here it comes. We get out of the way preemptively. And now our whole team is caught in it except for us. And we can save our other support. Huge, huge, huge. Don't panic. And now we move with our team, right? And we don't just stay over here as well. So this is the second half of the equation, right? So we moved. We didn't just panic and run straight back, but we stuck with our team. But we didn't stay right here. Because what's happening, like these people are coming back from here and here. So we don't want to get pinched. So we do rotate, but you just want to rotate slow with your team. And now we've fully rotated back to safety. So good. Our team's dead. Now we know. Oh, this is also so good. Gosh, it's just giving your team so many options to be good. So right here, the fight's even, but now they have an ult, and the ult works out, and they like delete our team. And we realize that. We're down 2 of our tanks, and this is 99%. We can't afford to die here. If we die here, we lose 100%. So we back up, go invisible, sacrifice the rest of our team, specifically just to get one last touch in hopes that we get a portal. And it's preemptive. It's so early. You have to. Shoot here. We touch. We get to overtime. Actually get a kill. And we gave our team the best chance possible. Portal probably doesn't get there in time, but still, like it's so important. All right, back into it.
Some call me arrogant. Mostly their choice. Battlefield ready again. I do this my way.
All right, so this is a really big thing that I want to talk about. People who have watched this for a while, I say like, use Sue's pull because it's amazing. You use it all the time. It's so good, right? But we have to talk about when it's good and why it's good. It's good because it takes usually a tank and it pulls them out of position in a spot where they can get killed. It's like punishable, right? And so right here, why is this pull so good? It's because Groot, first of all, let's look at the terrain, right? Groot's on a high ground. Anytime that somebody's on a high ground and you pull them off of it, it's huge value. Also, because of how this map is located, good lord, is designed, when you pull them, they get pulled a lot farther. Thank you for the follow. Right? They get pulled so much farther. So normally, if you pull a tank and you're on even ground, they only go about like this far, I would guess. Look how far this Groot gets pulled. Groot gets pulled like 3 times farther because of the disparity. It's so good. It's so important. And as Okami says, what he's doing with this is you're forcing their team to walk when they aren't prepared and forcing them to play at their pace and not their own. And then what does this do to these people? Look at the cooldown that is used. Watch this. They're invis. All right, we're walking forward, we're walking forward, we're walking forward. And now you have to jump forward. You have to jump forward to get into the group, right?
Execution.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Nice. So this is playmaking time. This is playmaking time. So when we talk about advantages, right, the easiest advantage for anybody to identify is a numbers advantage. 5v6. Who's going to win? Most likely the team with 6. So right here, Punisher dies. Crap. It's very likely that we're going to lose this fight. We don't panic, though. There's Groot walls in the way, but we just use our positioning to find a spot to still help our team. But we know we need to make a play right now, or else we're just going to get steamrolled. And so, all right, it's time. We get our ult, the last couple percentage, and before we get it, we start jumping, and we go make a play. It's like, all right, it's game time. We either make a play now or we lose the point. And so what do? Do they just keep healing? No, there's no reason to heal. We have a support ult going. So they get aggressive. And they're like, I'm going to find the person that I can actually secure a kill on. So there's two options here. Magic is diving the Phoenix, and Venom is diving the supports. This one's more likely to actually secure a kill, so that's what we go for. This one's a little bit off to the side. And then, secure the kill, force him out. We get a kill. Now it's even. Get two. And then we turned a losing fight where we had 5v6 in their favor. Now we're up 5v4 in our favor. And we still have a support ult going. Absolutely massive. What's up, Cyrus? How's it going? I am doing well. Hope you're doing well as well. A small mistake people do is they stop healing before making a play like that. It's important to have absolutely no downtime. Always be doing something, even when you're in between making decisions. Absolutely. I have a phone call. Give me 1 second. I'm very... Okay, I'm back. Sorry. Okay, so Okami, we were talking with Get Bend yesterday. We were doing this, and I pointed out that in a team fight, while we're trying to stay alive, we also need to pick somebody on our team to make sure they don't die. So that way we're keeping that uptime, which I think is another way of saying that, if I'm reading that correctly. But I just wanted to like point that out, like that as a way to do that. Been a rough week. I had a very hard test today. Oh no, I thought we were getting some good Iron Man buffs. They hit me with a nothing burger of a patch. Yeah, I think the Iron Man is like decent quality of life. I don't think it's gonna be game changing though. Okay. Something you just said made me think about something question we have with Punisher ult, because it takes a second to spin up. I've been popping ult, then finding a target. Do you think it's better to have a target already, or whatever your thoughts? Definitely have a target already. This is something we talk about with Magic ult. We've talked about this a lot, where it's like you stage, you set up, you identify a target, then you ult and go after it. A lot of the times, though, this is not chess, where a pawn is going to stand there and let you kill it, right? Like, the pawns themselves aren't going to move. So when you identify a target as a Punisher, you also have to have the secondary programming of, like, this was my target, but they moved, this happened, they got pulled, some, you know, they got saved, whatever. Let's go for secondary targets. So keep that in mind as well.
That's much better.
Oh, why did we use our self-shield here? I actually want to look into this. Okay, so we know we just used our ult, so we're trying to be aggressive. We're throwing our shift out to get our ult charge early. Nice. Okay, so this is a high-level reaction, I'm assuming, and correct me if I'm wrong here, Okami. This is a high-level reaction to Phoenix and Hela just being busted for so long. It's like, I just got hit by Phoenix. I need to throw out my shield or I'm going to die. Because that's, like, all it takes to die in one of them all. Oh, I'm actually really surprised you didn't push there. Is that and also something else? Oh, I want to see. So while you're typing that out, I want to say right here, I'd be saying I want to push because I saw our Venom get pulled. I see our Venom get pulled, and so I'm like, if I push here, there's a greater chance that they live. But I guess just healing it out would be the better way to do it. I don't expect heals ever. I don't expect my teammates to be able to do anything. Don't expect your teammates to know how to play the game. Interesting. Okay. So that's why the self-shields. It's like, I'm not going to rely on my other teammate to heal me. I start taking damage, I'm just going to self-shield and be done with it. Strange probably has ult. I need to say push. Gotcha. Okay. Okay. Perfect. So between fights, we're always holding tab. We're always checking to see if there's any changes. But that would be a huge push. No wrong answer for push there. Interesting. Okay. So yeah, when we're holding tab, we're also looking at like the enemy team comp. When we're saying, I haven't seen a Strange ult in a while. Groot just ulted. Iron Fist ulted a while ago. So I'm probably going to keep an eye out for Strange ult. So I'm going to hold my push. And we're always doing that while we're doing it. Especially since we don't have our ult there. That makes sense that we have to save it. Once again, oh, these shifts are so good. So we were paying attention to shield last game. But anytime, so we use our shift almost on cooldown whenever there's people walking through in a big area that we can, like, oh, bunch of people, we're going to throw our shift and start getting more ult charge. We're already at 60%, and we used our ult last fight. That's crazy. What happened? Phoenix ult's good. Also, yeah, I guess shield just doesn't do anything. I tried to play patty cake. This is why you have that belief of like, I don't expect my teammates to do anything. Every time Phoenix ults, I always instantly snap towards my support. Interesting. I never thought of that because to me, I think it's a burst. It won't get destroyed 99% of the time. Yeah, I definitely don't think of like trying to destroy it. I also play tank. Like, I never even see Phoenix ult as like a threat to me at all. Interesting.
I don't give up so easily.
Both supports will be 1 HP after the Phoenix ult. Hang on. How did this kill? Let's just look back real quick. I want to watch this slow. All right, so is it because we're already low? So that gets us down to 38, and then we get hit by Phoenix. Gotcha. Ooh, okay. You even tried to run towards your other support. Okay. I mean, still we got 40%.
I don't give up so easily.
Already low plus spark. Gotcha. Dude, the shield usage is so good. All right, so we're trying to help. We throw the shield out immediately, and then we realize that he used his shield, his I forget what to call this. This type of shield, right? Uses it, and so we immediately put the shield away. We know he's not in danger, and we know we need the shield for other things. We immediately pull it back. Try to kill. Oh, so good. So, Omen, when I play a character like that, I do shoot it. Most of the time, I'm just not playing a character like that. Try to face tank it sometimes as well. Oh, this is crazy. Okay, so right here, once again, we have, this is something I tell supports all the time. When you have a high threat ult on your team, Star-Lord, Punisher, Magic, things like that, Scarlet Witch is another one. You need to prioritize keeping them alive while they're ulting. And so we do that to like great effect here. First of all, they have an ult. He's getting around the corner. So we use our shield. We use our jump. It's okay to use a bunch of stuff, especially because we still have ult, right? We have all this stuff in the bag. And we're like in there with our team. And we use our, because like, again, we can just chill back here and kind of like play it slow. But if we're going for playmaking, you want to enable your team to make the play. A kill here puts you guys into the 5v6 territory and gives you a huge ult. So, as Okami said, this ult was really bad, but I didn't want my pony dying through ult a third time. I'd say it's worth it. I don't think it's that bad of an ult because you're being so aggressive with it and really want to go. But it does leave your team vulnerable later, so you have to capitalize on it. Brutal? Yeah. This is why it ends up not working. You got the point for a little bit, which is crazy. But yeah. So the ult was a little too much, but still, I still think, like, we have to enable our team to, like, actually make the plays while they do it. We're putting so much pressure on the Groot. That's insane. We're doing so much damage as well. I want to look at our damage numbers. We're on red team. Damage. We're out damaging everybody on our team. Is that accurate? Because of our positioning and how aggressive our target switching is, they literally have more damage than everybody except Punisher and almost as much as Magic. They're out damaging both tanks. And you can see it in action here. Like, all right, we're healing Magic. We're healing Magic. Magic no longer needs healing. I'm focusing on this, and I'm getting my cleave healing in. Our positioning. We're lining everybody up. Groot's almost dead. We're getting damage on him. The shield is here, so there's no point to do damage to Groot anymore. We don't need to heal because now we have a support ult going on. Phoenix is half dead. Let's go get the kill. Let's go get the kill. Oh, the shield popped up. Now we're not going to do that. We're going to swap over to Strange. And then we throw out our shift immediately. We see that they're rotating here. Now we're getting area denial and more damage. Insanity. Insanity! Ace? Okay, something I've never seen an Invis do in all of our days of VOD reviewing is use the push and pull specifically to get a kill. Now, what I want to be very specific about this. Not to pull somebody into danger and they get killed. Not to push somebody off a pit to kill them. To get a kill. As in, like, you take the burst damage at the very end when somebody has no health. What you see a lot of the times happens in lower elo is an Invis will actually push somebody on the enemy team to safety. And there's no chance of this because Okami knows how low health people need to be in order for this to work and use it as a combo. And they're both super low. And then also the Strange ulted, and so there's no chance you're going to push the Groot out because they're CC immune. Like, that's just insane. I do not recommend people do this. This is the type of stuff that you get a feel for after a very long time in the game. And if you do this at the wrong timing, like I said, you're just going to save the enemy team. But it is cool when you see, like, somebody who can actually use it. No, I'm going to do it. You got it, Cards. I believe in you. All right, once again, we see people have turned the corner. Now we're going to throw out our shift and secure our ult. Perfect. Nice. Once again. So, this is pretty good stuff. They have a support ult. We have a Punisher ult. We just want to hold the space. So we throw our ult out. We enable. And then we see, once again, Strange jumps up. Immediate reaction. Get out of the way. Stay away from our team. Make sure nothing can possibly happen. Once we realize the threat is over, we secure the kill. Get it done. Going to cancel portal, perhaps? Cancel portal? We're invisible.
Now I see them.
It doesn't matter. Cancel the portal.
Psionic surge.
What? That didn't work. Oh, that's so unfortunate. I actually want to see how close that was.
The mystic arts won't fail me again.
The rock?
Psionic surge.
Is it this? Is it this rock that kept him from moving? Is that what it was? He took damage? Yeah, he did. He took damage. That's insane. Wow, okay. But still, it didn't work. But this is how you carry games. I thought the rock directly in front of me took the actual push effect. I'm not sure. The center of the push. I want to go back just a little. And see if he moves. He did move. He did move. Okay, we need to go into practice range and just see what happened there. We need to figure that out. That's hilarious. What was that? Must have been the wind.
Anyone willing to help?
That's insanity.
We'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
Probably the ground level. Maybe. How much do you have to push a Strange in order to cancel the portal?
Still needed here.
Hey, your team gets the kills anyway. Damn. Like, those are huge swings. If it's flat, he gets canceled? Interesting.
Until my got put through a demonic blender.
Well, now I'm just wondering, like, what is it that makes a Strange portal get canceled? Like, obviously there's stun effects, but movement effects can also cancel it. So does he just have to move a certain distance? And so when the ground, which we talked about earlier, right? We saw the Groot, where if you're on standal ground, or if you're on even ground, you don't get pushed very far. But since the Groot was on high ground, they got pulled really, really far, right? And so is the ground being uneven just that he only got pushed a little bit and you can get pushed a little bit and be fine? Or is it that you need to get like airborne or something? I don't know. We should really test that. If anybody knows in the comments below, please let me know. Holy shit. Huge. All right, let's watch this fight from the beginning.
Please in time. Thanks.
I'm actually shocked.
Clearly.
But once again, we're getting aggressive, right? If he goes back into spawn, the portal cancels? Well, definitely that. That's true. But I mean, Spider-Man can pull him the other way and it'll get canceled as well. But maybe that's just Spider-Man pulling the pull animation canceled, not actually the distance. Interesting. But right here we see Strange goes for an ult. Strange goes for an ult, and the second we know that we're not in danger, we're going aggressive and we're gonna go secure kills.
Clearly you needed some help.
Get more damage and get her done.
Capture now. Capture the mission area.
So aggressive. And then we're getting ready to throw another shift out as fast as possible.
Feel the pull. Psionic surge.
Any stun cancels. Right, so like exile, sleep, freeze, things like that. Okay, so really what we're looking at is movements but not stuns. So Spider-Man is a stun and a movement, but something like Punisher or Sue is just a movement, not a stun. So is it the act of pushing him into spawn? So does that mean Punisher can also push a Strange into spawn? And it's not that they push the Strange a long distance, it's just that it goes into spawn and you can't open a portal in spawn. Interesting.
I got you covered.
I am 1,000 gods!
I do it with Jeff a lot, move him back into the spawn portal. Interesting. Okay, so let's go back and watch this again. This is just so solid, very solid. Good lord, we actually killed the Groot there. This is like insane recognition. So first of all, we're giving ourselves tons of opportunity here. We're trying to help our team. We're being aggressive with it. We're still next to cover. We have all our cooldowns. And we're going to watch this slow. And then we throw out our shift here because we know they're going to have to walk through it. And we want to stop the blade from attacking our team.
Feeling fantastic.
And then we know here comes the Groot. I need to get out of the way. So we start repositioning. And then what do we notice about the Groot? The health bar isn't going up. We could probably get the kill here, and we do. That's insane, just like knowing that. Because we also have support from other people, so we're not alone. We see their health bars going down. We take the opportunity, we throw up our shield in front of it. Crazy. We died at Blade? Probably not. Blade sucks.
Your team's capture progress has passed the halfway point.
I also glanced at my cloak to know she wasn't occupied. Oh, so she can keep you alive? Hang on, I want to see that. Where was the glance at cloak? Oh, we checked earlier because our cloak died and was coming back? No, they're just farther back. So they look back. Okay, cloak's here. So this is, again, this is a true, like, high GM, low celestial support versus a one above all support, right? This person's in the fray, ready to do stuff. This person's not. And so we check to see where they are. Now we're looking here. It's like, okay, Groot's low. We check again, right? We look right here. Okay. Cloak's fine. We're doing stuff. And then this little walk forward is also really important. So right here, we look over at our support to see where they are, what they're doing. Okay, they're right there. And so now I know there's a wall here. This is actually something that tanks need to know and kind of internalize. Like, if I'm standing here, I know I'm not going to get healing. If I stand here, I can get healing. And so we're going to see a little bit of a walk forward in order to get the healing from our cloak if we need it. Nice.
Your team's capture progress has passed the halfway point.
Battlefield ready again.
Oh, see you, Venom. Oh.
Clear the vortex field.
Nice pull. Good reactions. Huge. Huge. Knowing that the map has rotated. This gets so many people killed. It gets so many people killed. But like, oh my gosh. Right here, it's like the obvious thing to do is okay, they have a support ult. I need to back up, right? They have a lot of momentum.
Us against the world.
They have a support ult. Time to back up. I might as well just go this way. But then that separates your team. And instead, we walk right through it. There's no real threat. There's nobody right here. Just go here. Rotate to your team as fast as possible. You also still have your ult if you need it. Now we're in. Team regroups. Here we go. Support. Nice. Oh, just shield. Oh, this is interesting. All right. So let's break this down a little bit slow. They've used the support ult. We've used the support ult. Right? We know we still have our ult. And now we're just kind of checking it out. Making sure nobody dies. Now we have a strange ulting. And so we immediately shield ourselves. And then we see our other support is low and our shield wasn't enough. So we have to ult. It gets forced out. Now we try to get kills while we're in here. Make sure we're not in the blade ult because of the anti. Almost get the kill on Phoenix. Patty cake your way out. We had to give up space, so we do get a kill, and now we can push back in. Not matching Invisal is risky because I don't see what's going on in there, but high risk, high reward. I think personally, and maybe this, I'm not one above all. I hit Celestial 1, but I don't think it's worth it. I think it's better to just, for the tanks or DPS or anybody who's in there, to know to get out of it if you can. But then at one above all level, it's like they probably can't get out. Interesting. Bro, Spider-Man got oh, bro got mogged. Okay, so we make sure we can't get pulled, right? So we react to Spider-Man flying in with the self-shield. And then we know he's there. We throw the shift and then immediately pull him back into it and get the kill. Okay. Then you get CC'd inside the Invisal. You're right. Yeah. The little positioning movements are just so important. Huge push. Unfortunately, that still kills our tank. Now, wow. Really? I would not have ulted here. I wouldn't tell anybody to ult here. Well, let's break it down. So let's see. Our Strange is already dead. Then what? Our Venom dies here? No, our Punisher dies here. They have everybody? What did you see here? Is this going to work out? Now your magic is dead. You're down 3. Whenever I see a tank pushed up, I just ult on top of them. I thought we could kill 3v1. Oh! Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, I get it. Okay. So, basically, if we look at it from the enemy supports right here, right? It's probably from Invis. Invis, you guys have so much room, right? We're chilling. And now, all of a sudden, your tank disappears. So now you have a decision to make. I have to go in there and help my tank, or back out. And then back out, right? And look, the other support also goes out. And so at high level elo, and one above all, when you're playing with comms and team play, right? Everybody's on there. It's like all 6 people, or in this case, 3 people, just pull him in and just turn on the Strange and get the kill as fast as possible. Then now it turns it into a 1, 2, 3, almost 4 v5, right? But yeah, this is something that like works in super high level tournament play with callouts and things like that. It's like that little bit of an opportunity. But yeah, this is ranked, so it doesn't work. Crazy that that's like even an option. Okay. They have an ult advantage here. You guys lose your Punisher. You're probably going to lose this fight. Once again, just point this out every single time. Hey, look. Strange is in the air. There goes Strange. I'm out. See ya. I'm not anywhere near the ult. So now I can help people after it. Also, they waste so many ults on this one fight. Doesn't win the fight. And then we throw it. Oh, keep him alive. Keep the Punisher alive. Okay, now he's probably not going to get any kills. Back out. Nice. I reacted to Blade that time instead of Strange. Oh. That's another one that I like don't even see as a threat. Let's go back. Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, we're at 50% ult, right? And since we're cleaving through everybody, look at the little positioning movements. This is something that you see with Emma as well. She throws the crystal out, and then as this person moves, there's, you know, you have a point, and then you have something rotating around. As this person moves, you have to counterbalance it. So we see that here, trying to cleave as many people as possible, right? So we're our number one priority right here is Punisher. But we don't just want to heal Punisher. We want to get the most out of our healing. And so we're going to move to the left. And so that way Punisher lines up with other people on our team, right? And now other people on our team are moving. And so we just move left and right to make sure they line up. And that little bits of movement, lining people up, is how you get your ult really fast. It's how you do extra damage and do extra healing as Invis. And it's really difficult to do, but once you get used to it, it's amazing. And you can see even right here, like we're still trying to do it, even though it's like probably not possible. Like it's just too far. But the second magic shows up, it's like, oh, I can do it again. Now we're going to move to the left and we're going to line up these two people. But since Punisher is also moving, it doesn't end up working. But still, like always trying to cleave as much as possible. And you can see that with our enemies here too. Nice. Make a play. Make sure. That's a strange ult. Stay out. Good. So aggressive. There you go. So yeah, tons of stuff there, but this is how you carry as Sue. So I don't want to hear it anymore. I'm tired of people saying like I can't carry on support. You can. It's just in weird ways that's different. But this was great. This was fantastic. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you liked, you know, this YouTube content, make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you have any questions, come join the Discord. Okami's in there. We talk about this stuff all the time. Let's get better. When looking to make plays, be aware of the tempo and your other support situation is the biggest takeaway. There you go. The master says it himself. Always keep an eye on chat. If you guys watch the video, Okami himself, that's the person who's played this here. And then lots of people ask good questions and stuff like that. So yeah, thank you, Okami, for submitting this, letting us see into how to carry. Thank you guys so much for watching. Heroes here too. Absolutely. Take care. God bless. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.